Thank you for tuning in. We are live. I'm Naijha Wright-Brown, host of Naijha Speaks, where I help you with finding your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Also contributing for Unchained TV and Black USA News. Cardology. What is cardology? My guest today is going to help you shine like a, please welcome Diamond. Diamond, how are you doing this fabulous
I'm
10th
great.
day?
Rich rising. I am great energy. Well, every day has great energy, but this season, this is the holiday season, and the energy is right for celebrating, and I feel it, right? Not necessarily in the conventional way, but I'm still gonna celebrate in this amazing season.
Yes, I feel good. It's raining right here in Baltimore, and you're out in Atlanta right now, right?
Yeah.
Hailing from Brooklyn, but now you're in Atlanta. Well, talk to us, talk to the viewers, because I know they want to know what is cardology and why is it so important?
Well, cardology is one of those ancient metaphysical sciences that we have traced it back as far back as Atlantis. We have this dream about our ancestors using it in more of a holistic way, just going outside in the energy of the day and living accordingly. And somewhere along the line, it was put in cards, and it's not by no strange coincidence that we play cards, right? We play spades, billiards, we play cards to win, but the cards that our ancestors use are energy fields, and each person every day that you're born on has a specific card assigned to it. And today's the Nine of Hearts. And the Nine of Hearts is a card of wish fulfillment. And it's a very interesting card. It has a soulmate, which we say is a semi-fixed card, and it's the soulmate to Beyonce. So today we get a chance to see Beyonce's hidden energy, how she is so powerful in the things that she does, because today is the day that we would call wish fulfillment. It's like, what do you want? But you have to know how to play your hand, and that's what cardology gives us. If you look behind me, those are the grand solar squares. And that's the magic. Each space on that square represents a day, and that day represents you. So the day that you were born on, that card that you were born on is your sun card. So yeah, that's cardology, helping you to decode your life.
So, Diamond, tell me, because I'm going to show folks what card I am in a minute. But how did you get started in all of this?
Well, it was my cousin had a book, right? And I was over her house, and I was like, this book is interesting. I didn't understand a lot of what it was saying, but I was drawn to it. And I purchased a book in 2001, and I just studied the book, and I studied the book. And it didn't resonate in the way that I needed to resonate. And so many years later, I discovered, because it was so masculine. The divine masculine was all over the book, and I couldn't find myself. So roughly 10 years later, my daughter Aquarius Maximus got involved with the cards. And when she got involved with the cards, we started talking all of the time about the cards, and we became people that were obsessed, and we just talked about the cards. And we started interjecting the divine feminine into it and discovering the magic behind the cards. So yeah, it's been a 20 something year journey, but I really look at it as when I started back playing spades and bidwits, in school and in college, and going back to that time to see the introduction to the cards. But cardology was something that I really, it's been like 10 years since cardology has been a part of my life.
That's amazing. And I am a card player. I love to play spades. So I can't wait to get over to the family's house on Christmas Day, because this is what we what we do at my husband's family's house. We play spades. We got a couple of comments coming in. Hey, veg out and dine. I hope you're gonna ask about your card, but great to see you. It was great talking to you yesterday. Thanks for tuning in, Lindsay, Judd, Cardology, and you, and food and animals too. Yes, we're going to get to the food and the animals, later on in the show. And good morning, Tama. Thank you for tuning in. So let's start with my card. So the history behind this, folks, is Lloyd Strayhorn is my astro numerologist, and anyone that's tuned in to Naijha Speaks should know that I have interviewed Lloyd a couple of times, and he is just fantabulous. I love his readings, and my mom reached out because now he has his own show, his Numbers and You show, and she saw a Diamond on there talking about cardology, and that's how I got connected with Diamond. And Diamond did my reading about a couple of weeks ago, and this is what we have. This is what she said. I'm a 2 of Diamond. Talk to us about, what does that mean that I'm a 2 of Diamond?
And it and who you are, you explain yourself well, because that's what the 2 of Diamonds is. It's a connector. It is, 2s are ruled by the moon, so they have a desire to be in unions and relationships. The 2 of Diamonds are needful things. They are made over time. You have a lump of coal, and it takes thousands of years to become a diamond. So you're like that diamond in the rough, right? You find people, and you understand that it takes time building relationships. I think of the 2 of Diamonds as production managers. It's like y'all are able to do so many things with people. You have a very interesting life path. You have the Jack of Spades, which is the most powerful Jack in the deck, as your Mercury card. So helping people, and I use help so people can understand what initiation is, because when you come to someone, the desire that you have, that thing that you want, someone can help you through that process, and we call it initiation. And that's what you do. The 2 of Diamonds is that person. They are the wheelers and the dealers. You sit in Mars and in Saturn, and that is a lot of reputation, just standing out, because whoever you are, you develop it in Mars. And then to get to that 10th house is where you stand out, and that's what people know you for. So people know you for that connector, that go-to person, that person that wheels and deals and gets it done, right?
Folks, I gotta tell you, I don't know Diamond. I just met Diamond a couple of weeks ago through watching Lloyd's show. And anybody that knows me out there, I don't know if you want to say yes, no to what she's saying about me. Yes, I am a connector. I love connecting with people. I love building relationships with people. And yeah, she was, in my opinion, she's on the money. But you let me know. Now, from an astronumerological standpoint, in Lloyd's reading, he does the name and the birth date number. I'm a 5 in both. My name Naijha is a 5, and my birth date 23 is a 5. What is that correlation to cardology? How does all of this work? Because I'm into my metaphysics. This year and into next year. So I really want to get the science behind all of this. What does this mean?
Well, Lloyd Strayhorn introduced me to numerology decades ago. We old school. So I definitely am, a student of his, and numerology fits into cardology because the cards are numbers. 5 is ruled by Mercury. And if we look at your 5, we would look at your Mercury card, which is a Jack of Spades. Now, 5s want to have fun. They want to travel. They don't want to be tied down. They're very curious. The Jack of Spades is all that. So it ties in when we look at your Jack of Spades, because Jack of Spades, your Mercury card, is going to be that person that wants to have fun. It's like putting your people, as soon as people think they know you, they don't. It's like, God, no, you don't know me. It's like the minute they think they pin you down, you shapeshift. You're like, no, you don't know me. And you are that person. If you see something one time, you got it. Right? People got to be careful around you, because you could I saw that one time. It's a wrap, right? It's like, don't show me stuff you don't want me to know, because you have those abilities, and that's the interconnectivity of the numbers with cardology.
You know what? Diamond is my best friend. You know, I love that song Rihanna has, "Shine Like a Diamond," and I think that was the connection here, so I could connect with Diamond. We got some more comments coming in. So Debbie, thanks for tuning in. Says I've got a deck of cards called medicine cards. Okay, we got to learn more about that. And I guess me too with clarity. I'm not sure if she's a two of
Hey,
diamond. Is she
Clarity.
saying that?
Clarity's a two of diamonds. That's
Oh, clarity.
Clarity.
We gotta connect, you know. I hope I don't mispronounce it.
Jeannie,
Jeannie.
beloved.
All right, she's saying
That's a
morning.
he. That's a he. He's
Oh,
a
okay,
king.
I'm sorry. My
Yeah, he's a
apologies.
queen of clubs. That's my tribe in here. Hey, fam.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, okay, we got the veg out. Very true. April, you need to ask about your numbers. And then the yes, two diamonds in the house.
Yeah, Tony
Awesome.
is a two of diamonds too.
I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
How does the cardology relate to food and animals? So, we're on a journey in Naijha Speaks. Again, you are tuning in to Naijha Speaks. And I help people find their vegan souls. If you don't know, I am vegan, plant based. I co own the Land of Kush, the award winning Land of Kush Vegan Soul Bistro in Baltimore, Maryland. Will be going on 12 years in January 6th. How do we relate this cardology to food and animal rights, environmental movement, all that type of stuff? How can people that are activists and advocates use this science in their life?
Well, first, you just said something that we have to look at, because you're saying you're in 12 years, you're going into your 13th year. That's a new cipher. So you're getting ready I'm telling you, you're getting ready to, you're going to have to be more intentional, because you're stepping into a whole new world on your birthday. So that's what we use. Everything has a birthday. And when we get the birthday of your business and when you started it, that tells us the life path. Now you're ending a 13-year cycle with Mercury, and you're going into your next 13-year cycle with Venus. So that's going to be your job. And it's the attraction. So I'm telling you, your business is getting ready. You're going to be like, damn, what happened? Your business is getting ready to go through a metamorphosis. I can't wait to get the date so I can get you the chart for it, because that's dope.
So with the business, we got the brick and mortar. We actually secured the brick and mortar of June 10th, but didn't officially open until January 6, 2011. Now, do you count in when we were grinding, you know how you grind and you're doing other stuff, or is it like official, it's on paper, we opened the doors and the public came into this building we're in?
Well, I would look at it, since it's a business. I would look at the first sale, things like that. I would look at those things to really see, to encapsulate it. But there's so many things, so many different dates that you use to see what's going on. So each one is going to have a specific card, and then you're going to see how it aligns. But yeah, there's so many. I'm telling you, it's just unlimited. But it's going to be dope for you next year. And this taking it into veganism, because next year is a Seven of Hearts year, right? And the Seven of Hearts is Dr. Sabi's card. So
Ooh.
It's going to be all things Dr. Sabi next year.
Wow.
And all things vegan. This is going to be the Seven of Hearts is a card of allowing, and it's a card of boundaries. And when it shows up, people often turn into vegans. So next year is going to be the year of, that's all people are going to be talking about. They're going to be talking about how all of a sudden they have this desire to change something, because sevens are ruled by Neptune, right? And Neptune takes time to do things. So if we go back to 2014, which was the last Seven of Hearts year, we'll look at your journey this year as a marker, and the decisions and the things that, whatever was going on in your life this year, you're going to reevaluate. And for the most part, it will definitely have something to do with our emotions. And we know that's food. So food is always that emotional thing. And we know there's out there, they're talking about food and food shortages. The Seven of Hearts is saying it's not going to be a food shortage. People are going to change the way they eat. So food is going to go, the foods that people no longer eat is going to go away. So it's not going to be a food shortage. It's going to be a food change where people are no longer going to eat certain things. So they are going to disappear off the shelf.
I love it. I mean, because when you're saying that, we're planning for Vegan Soul Fest 2023. in August. So planning is going on now, and I'm putting something in the comments so people are aware. So people are trying to make that move to go vegan, learn more about vegan. You're going to want to check out vegansoulfest.com coming in August for 2 days, 2-day event. Please check out that website, and you can contact for more info, vegansoulfest.com. I love what you're talking, the 7 hearts, bringing in that vegan movement strong, definitely into our community,
Yeah.
Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities, because we
Yeah.
definitely need that. We got some more comments coming in. Tony Blackwell has been to the land of Kush. Thanks for the love and support. She loved the food. There's a 5 of hearts in the house. Brenda's saying, hey, Mrs.
Hey,
Diamond, thanks for tuning in. Aza.
Elsa.
Okay, and what's this? It's 11:11.
That's the time. It's 11:11 when it's the time. 11:11 is the 9 of clubs. It's the universal hour. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks again, Tony. Tony's telling me Tony lives in Baltimore and has had the food, and it is delicious. Thank you again for your support. Thanks for tuning in, Yo. And just once again, those that are watching the replay, you want to check out vegansoulfest.com if you're going to get into that 7 of a heart vegan journey, because you're going to get it at Vegan Soul Fest. How about our animals? How about the environment? We see what's going on in the world today. We're deteriorating the earth, wastefulness and plastic things that are just bad for the environment, and the weather is getting crazy. Talk to us about that.
Well, as in metaphysics, that's just, we assign ourselves things in the mundane world that really are none of our business, because the universe really doesn't care. The universe could dinosaur us today. So we are not affecting the planet. We think we are, that's ego. It's allowed to happen. So things go through cycles. And right now we are at the end of the United States Pluto return. It takes 248 years for Pluto to return. So we're going through a metamorphosis. We're going to be when the United States turns 248 years old, we're going to see some stuff. I'm just saying. Whoa. So the things that are happening now have to happen. It is what it is. But we don't affect the universe at all. We could be dinosaur tomorrow. So all of the things that we see out there, the main thing that I have issue is that we don't love each other. All of that stuff is happening. All we gotta do is love each other. None of that stuff. We look at things in the mundane world and we try to make sense of it, when we have to look at us. We have to look at our higher consciousness. Our higher consciousness is what we are. It doesn't care about any of that. So as long as we're loving on each other and doing what we need to do, having great conversations, loving our food. There's some people that can't eat certain things. They don't have the ability to switch, and they eat things that may not, for us, seem to be. I'm a nutritionist, so it seems that these things may not be good, but we alchemize things, and we need to be more loving to people and help people to make better choices, because people are doing the best that they can. So in the 7 of Hearts year, we're going to have to learn how to have good boundaries. We're going to have to learn how to be kinder to each other, because there are people that have, they have limitations. The food that's served in this soul in their neighborhood, so we got to be more kinder, just kinder people to each other, and the universe will dance at our feet. There is nothing about the universe that has lack. It is abundant, but we have to get into the abundance of the universe and let it do what it do. When we have conversations about lack and fear, we attract it. And this time of year, especially this week, this is the most powerful week of we have the 2 last weeks of the year, right? This is the week where you are a mirror. The Queen of Spades is the most powerful mirror on this earth, the manifester. So what I see inside of you is beauty and love and wanting to serve your community, and we're mirroring it off each other. We got to get there. We are reflecting back to everybody that which is inside of us. So love is the main thing that we have to love our food, even if we're eating food that people think is substandard. Our ancestors knew how to alchemize that. They ate some stuff that was not the best food, but yet we're here, right? So we got to learn how to alchemize the things that are put out there because they're distractions. We live in the most powerful country in the world. They have thousands of years of doing these shenanigans. We don't hand down the stuff that they hand down generation after generation. So we just catching up. We just got to do what we do and be loving and cancel them out.
I am so loving this conversation. I did a talk at a summit a couple of months ago, an animal and vegan advocacy summit, and the whole Try Love initiative. Because the it's less than 5% of the U.S. population is vegan.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, you got a whole 90 something percent that we have to talk. And there's a lot of this stuff going on internally, and people aren't working together. And I'm just on this ahimsa journey.
Yeah.
You know, look, we all got to try to get along and work this out. People are going to do what they do. Nobody control anybody. All we can do is educate, share information. Health is our wealth. We can't do anything if we're not healthy. So we definitely got to be conscious of what we're putting in our bodies, putting in our temples, because we know family members, everyone knows someone that died of a stroke, cardiovascular disease, heart attack, diabetes, something, and we just have to do a better job around that. But we have to meet people. We have to meet people halfway. And that's, a segue into my little commercial here. You're tuning in to NaijaSpeaks.com. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Naijha Speaks is supported by BlackVetSociety.org. It is a project under the nonprofit, which I am an executive director of. We are meeting people where they are on their holistic health, vegan, and plant-based journey. Please support us at BlackVetSociety.org so I can continue to do this work and the work that we do in the community. More information at BlackVetSociety.org. Thank you for that. We got a whole bunch of comments coming in. Brandy says this is a great conversation. That is what I want to hear, Brandy. I appreciate your feedback, and I love that we have Diamond on to share this. There's more stuff coming in. Very small world. You had the Atlanta Kush food 3 weeks ago. And yes, we catered for Dr. Ian's 60th birthday party. Yes. And, it was so much a pleasure because he was connected with Felicia Rashad. So, he's helping her on her journey to holistic wellness. It was very good food. Thank you. You had the chickpea burger and crab cakes. Thank you. I appreciate your support. We are friends now, so you know how to reach me. Stephanie is giving us the dinosaur. Yeah, we can be dinosaur, ice age, taking out all the time. Mother Nature is a powerful being. And that's why it's called Mother Nature,
That's right.
That mother, that feminine side. And food is an A club. Thank you so much.
Ace of Clubs. Yeah.
Ace of Club. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. So how does cardology compare to religion?
Well, everything that is religious comes through cardology. The story of the Christ is the Jack of Hearts, and the Jack of Hearts day was 2 days ago, right? Today's the Nine of Hearts. Yesterday was the Ten of Hearts, and the Jack of Hearts was the day before. And the story of the Christ comes through the Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. It's a fixed card, right? And it is here, it sits inside of a discovery phase. And when it's attached to whatever it's attached to, people feel like they need to sacrifice. So the Jack of Hearts comes across as that distorted energy field that Christianity gives us, because the Jack of Hearts didn't come here to sacrifice. The Jack of Hearts, when the Jack of Hearts was on the cross, the Jack of Hearts said, "Why have you forsaken me?" No, you weren't forsaken. You went out in the mundane world minding other people's business. So his higher consciousness was what he was talking to. So the Jack of Hearts is that spiritual initiate that you just want to touch the hem of the garment to understand what the Christ principle is. And any story that you look at in the Bible, in the New Testament, when the Christ was performing the miracles, the Christ finished the miracle and walked away. On this planet, the Jack of Hearts can get mired down in ego and want to assist people and feel like they're being sacrificed. No, you're here to initiate. You are initiates. You help people by just opening the doors for them to do the work. So yeah, the Bible, I've read the Bible more times than the Bhagavad Gita, everything, because the cards are all in it. So yeah, I'm telling you, the story of the cards is exactly how they distorted all of these sciences, because it's all mathematics. The Bible is a definite mathematical tool that we should not shun away from, because we feel that people are trying to put a dogma on us. This by design. These people have had thousands of years of this. We got to reverse these spells.
Oh my God. Do you love what you hear? I love, I'm so my energy is like yay up. I am so ready for 2023. We have more comments coming in. Oh, yes. Thank you for clarifying that, Stephanie. Strokes don't come from food, they come from not enjoying life. Stress, nine of clubs, is the biggest killer overall. Yes, stress, the silent killer. I can agree with you 100% on that, and just get that good food and that nourishment in your body as well, and decrease that stress. And yes, my meditation, my yoga, my chakra candles, my incense, my woosah, my me time, all of that type of stuff. So I appreciate you bringing that to the conversation, Stephanie. And for all our advocates out there, vegan advocates, environmental, whatever, activism, food justice, social justice, you got to get that stress down, because if you hit with a stroke, you're not going to be able to help anybody do anything. So please, less stress for the 2023. How does cardology compare? How does 2022 play out? I'm sorry. How does 2022 play out according to your assessment in cardology? And I know you talked a little bit about the projections for 2023. Do you want to speak more on that?
2022 was a Six of Hearts year. So Six of Hearts is Mars, and it is a six, and sixes are karmic. Sixes are telling you about something that's coming, right? Because it's bringing it into balance. It's ruled by Venus. So we look at the second house and we look at the seventh house, and we know that how we do the things that we do sits in that second house. It's the material world. So this year we were all looking through the material world, how we develop relationships. It's like relationships come back because of healing. They could come back from 1,000 years ago. It could have been somebody that you just contacted you from 5 years ago, but this would have been the year to bring those things into balance, to heal. Six of Hearts is a very powerful card for you when it shows up. This telling you that there is something that you need to look at. Mars is you. It's your persona. It's how you develop in relationships. We oftentimes look at other people and not understand that the work is ours. So this was a year of doing that work, healing. If you've used that Six of Hearts correctly, you'll step into the Seven of Hearts with ease, because out of the six comes the seven. You can't step into the Seven of Hearts year with anything, carrying anything about anything. You want to let it go, because it's the law. Sixes rule the law. So it's saying your relationships had to happen. Why? Because they did happen. You got to heal them. The other person never has to heal. That's none of your business. But you need to heal yourself in order to be successful in the Seven of Hearts year, because you're stepping into the Seven of Hearts year and you're leaving Mars, and you're going directly into Neptune. That's a deep dive. And it can definitely lead to a lot of disillusionment in your relationships. Relationships are karmic, and they do what they do. You got to understand that the attraction is what you can avoid the karma if you stop attracting people that are low vibration, right? You can. You're attracting people exactly where you are in the mundane world. So you got a mundane relationship. You got to raise your expectations. You got to raise your vibrations, and you got to step into the seat of your higher consciousness. And then you won't have these kind of conversations with anybody else. You won't trauma bond. You won't talk about your exes, because they're no longer something that you're even concerned with. You will send them love. You will pray for them. You will hope that they're successful, because you have now healed those traumas that the Six of Hearts year wanted us to heal.
And that is coming from the Love Tribe. I am so loving it, Diamond. Yes, you know what? I really appreciate you coming on. What are do you have any other projects coming up, like any classes, any events? Because folks, you gotta follow Diamond's a, if you want to get into you and yourself. When you talked about the karma and all this stuff, I just finished a 2-day workshop on the 12 universal laws and the 12 laws of karma. It was serious. Like, they broke that joke. That shout out to Alchemy Earth, everyone, my peeps in Colorado. She broke all of that stuff down in 2 days, and I'm like, yep, I gotta check, and then identify things that you need to work on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Please, what do you have coming up? What events and workshops are you working on?
Well, I'm telling you, it's my website is for our event. We have a healing circle in New Orleans in February, and it's stshealing.com. And it's Sisters of the Traveling Spreads, and me and Jazz Aphrodite. You can follow her on Instagram. We're coming together in this healing circle to heal mommy wounds. As a social worker, it's been the backdrop of my career, the wounds that we carry from our moms and their moms, and we're coming together in New Orleans to heal that with the cards, because in the cards, each card represents something, right? And we are discovering how to heal these things in the cards and in the numerology and the numbers and in astrology. So in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, we have that healing circle. So go to our website. The link is in my Instagram. And also we have our next classes coming up in January. We do our Cardology, numerology, and astrology classes, and that's coming up in January. And I have a book. My book is Cardology workbook that is going to help you to decode your life, and that link is also there. And I have a free book club where I help you to decode your life with that. So you just have to go to my website and sign up for that free workshop that we do, and we'll be doing it monthly. Is there so many things out there with metaphysics? I've studied metaphysics. Phil Valentine was my teacher decades ago, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So my website is growing. We have an alumni corner. We have so many things because the community, I got the dopest community in the world. I hope your community is as dope as mine. My community, we've been together now going on 5 years, and we're building this together. And the love for the work that we do, because we're healing ourselves first. That's what we're learning. To stop talking about healing generational stuff, because my ancestors are like, heal yourself, okay? You good, we good. You know what I mean? We ain't there. So healing myself has helped me to understand my purpose here and the cause of that.
Man, are you ready for 2023, everyone? You got to heal yourself. I don't care how much activism you're doing and, what have you. You have to heal yourself. That is how you're going to accomplish what you need to accomplish going into 2023. Go ahead, Diamond. What were you saying?
Yeah, you got to heal yourself, and the cards give us that. The cards point back to you every time. When we look at the chart behind me, there's a challenging karma card and there's a supportive karma card. So the challenging karma card is the one that's going to come into your life. It's a person. It could be a husband, a wife, a child. It's going to be someone that you are often going to be resentful, but you owe this energy. And that energy is going to require that. And we're not taught that. Like I said, these people have thousands of years of this. We're not taught that our highest vibration comes from our challenges. Right? So we get afraid of these challenges and we recoil and we pull back. And you have people that have different things that are happening in their life that they discover. They get cancer, unfortunately, they get diabetes, they get and this is definitely the time of year where you want to check your mental health, because the Queen of Spades and the King of Spades, they are this is why this time of year has so much depression in it. These are the two most powerful cards in the deck. So the mental health and all of the things that come because we haven't been taught. We haven't been taught. Mental health, I suffer with mental health. I suffer with depression. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong words. I've had these things my whole life, but it's a card for it. It's the King of Spades. It's my Mercury card. Yeah, I get depressed. Absolutely. I'm dealing with 52 personalities in my head. And I'm okay with it now. I didn't take medication because I have to sit with it. I have to go deep inside of me and understand that the things that I have pushed down inside of me are just trying to come out, right? Because we go through situations and we're like, I don't want to do this. And we tuck it away and it gets in our heart. And we meet someone and that person triggers it and we're like, I don't like you. And we push it down and we keep pushing it down. And we get diagnosed with cancer. We get diagnosed with these diseases because this energy is trapped inside of us. The cards have taught me how to release the energy. It's taught me how to live through episode of depression. It's like this week, my pressure is high, right? Because the Queen of Spades is my challenging karmic card and it's a fire card. If I didn't know the cards, I would go to the emergency room and be on medication. But because I know the cards, I know the energy, I know I have to work through it. I know I have to eat better. This is, you have to eat better all the time, but this is a week where I got to eat real good because my pressure is going through whatever is going through in the energy field with my challenging karma card. So understanding this with the cards has given me the ability to heal myself and to regenerate because the cards help you to regenerate. There are people that go to the doctor, right? And they could have a 9 of spades, right? And they'll say to that person that, well, I'm going to give you 6 months to live. And that person is like feeling inside them, that doesn't sound right. And they hit that 9 of spades and they go back in 7 months and that cancer is gone. And the doctor is like, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened either. Faith happened.
I am loving it. Diamond, we gonna be connected. We connected, like me and Lord, me and you connected because that's the journey I want to be on. All of this extra work, whether it's the restaurant, whether it's executive directing, whether it's myself, my husband, my family, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I want to work on me.
Yes.
And everyone out there, you need to be working on you because you are the problem. Not everyone. We have some mental stuff going on and that we need to work through. So you have dropped several thousand jewels. I'm afraid to ask you if you have a final message before we go, but can you give us your final message and tell us how we can best follow you?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at diamonds 8. It's diamonds with the S_8 on Instagram. You can follow me on Clubhouse. I'm on there every day at 10. You can follow me on Facebook with Nina Dunham and my websites. I'm out here in these streets. I'm on YouTube every Saturday. On I think it's diamonds. I got two. I'm just saying. But my final word is to love yourself, just to know how dope you are. I mean, we are doing this because we remember something. We're doing this and we're manifesting and we're creating this world because in 1929 we had the Harlem Renaissance, right? And we know that the Harlem Renaissance wasn't necessarily that great. It was policy numbers and bootlegging, but people came up. The universe doesn't care. The universe says you use the energy and I'm going to reward you. So people were rewarded. But we went into the spiritual renaissance on January the 12th, 2020. And the universe stepped in. It took our carpets. It took everything and threw it out on the lawn in the 4-horse decade and said, we're going to do this work, right? This is a spiritual renaissance that we're in. So we doing the work. We going down into the witchy of the witchiest. Love yourself. This is only like, we in 4 years into this decade. We got 6 more years with the 4 hearts. And it's just going to get more and more intense. Learn to love yourself. Learn to do the work. Look in that mirror and stand flat-footed and say, yeah, I'm not feeling my best, but I will. I'm not looking my best, but I will. I am not the person that you think I am because I don't know who I am. Be that mirror reflection that's reflecting back to yourself the love that you want. You can have anything that you want. I'm a testament to that. I have an amazing family, community, and I am testament to getting up every day before I put my feet on the floor. I do my spiritual practices. I make sure that I love me first, right? I love me first. In the airplane, they said, you have to put the oxygen on you to save you. Because if you die, what does that mean? So we got to put that oxygen on. Going in the 7.5 year, we're going down in Neptune. It can be the dark night of the soul, or it can be the womb of creation. Neptune is the 12th house. It represents jail. It represents prisons. It represents insane asylums. Don't go there. Clear it now, today. Today is the day to get those mantras and start saying, yeah, girl, I like you. I do. I like you. And step into this new year like you own it, because you do. Please let the universe dance at your feet. It wants to. You got work to do. Your story that happened to you is going to be the story that people are going to say, it didn't just happen to me and you survived. Come on now. We got to love on each other like we never loved on each other before. Act like your ancestors are watching you and cheering you on, because they are. They want to win, because they want to come back to people who have healed. They want to come back to people who are fortunate. They don't want to come back to broke people. I got 15 grandkids. They all my ancestors, and they make me great.
Diamond. Oh my God. We got that. I can't. I don't even want to end the show. Tana says, "Love that. Our highest vibration comes from our challenges." With clarity, says, "Sign up for the class." An alumni and so worth the investment into yourself. Diamond and Cardology. Take the course and build the community. With that said, I can't just love yourself. Love yourself. Try love, and going into 2023, bring that attitude, and it's gonna be all right. Diamond, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. You know we're gonna be connected. This ain't, me and you. We did. We friends now. Everyone else, please, whatever you do, enjoy your holiday season, and I'll see you next week for the final show. And yeah, peace and blessings. Have a good one.
Spam.